This week in Destiny, we have exciting updates about Rite of the Nine rewards, continue hands-on previews for Edge of Fate, and more. Nonary Engrams in Rite of the Nine, more of the Edge of Fate previews, bounties info for preppers, let's talk about Iron Banner and Gambit, bounty for good start tomorrow. So, Rite of the Nine rewards update. This week is the second in rotation for Prophecy, which means those delving and fighting the Taken will earn increased currency rewards and additional weapon drops from enemy kills. Take this chance and farm those rolls you are craving. When the third dungeon completes rotation, we enter a new phase in Rite of the Nine. Starting June 17th, all 3 dungeons will be available to play at any time, and during that very week, all 3 will have increased currency drops. After that, each dungeon will rotate weekly and have a week of increased rewards. Check the calendar below. From now through July 15th, completing all encounters in any Rite of the Nine dungeon in a single run will award extra drops from the final boss. Completing all encounters in any Rite of the Nine dungeon at Eternity or Ultimatum difficulty in a single run will award an armor piece. These are on a knockout list. Each clear will grant a new armor piece until you've completed your set. Really wondering if it's going to be Artifice or not, actually. Let's see. They haven't really talked about that very much. From June 17th until June 24th, increased currency drops will be active for all dungeons. From June 24th until July 8th, all dungeons are available, and one will have increased currency rewards and a chance for weapons to drop from enemy kills, as well as increased loot from the final boss chest when completing all encounters in the featured dungeon. Week of the 24th, Spire the Watcher. Week of the 1st, Ghost of the Deep. And week of July 8th, I should have said July 1st, July 8th, Prophecy. New. Starting June 24th, the Emissary will offer a handful of exotics for players looking to round out their exotic weapon arsenal. More will be added each week through the Edge of Fate launch. Oh, that's interesting. From July 8th until the 15th, Lootapalooza will begin. Increased currency rewards and weapon drops for enemies in all dungeons. New. Even more increased loot from the final boss chest when completing all encounters. So, towards the end of the season, it's going to be more lucrative to farm some stuff. Introducing Nonary Engrams. Starting on July 1st, a new item will be available on the Emissary Nonary Engrams. Nonary Engrams. This engram is filled to the brim with hand-picked cosmetic rewards spanning multiple years of Destiny 2 content. Some are newer like holo chips, while some are a blast from the past like Crimson Days emotes. Some free store stuff. They never do that very often. So, how do you actually earn these? Starting July 1st, players may purchase Nonary Engrams using 350 Nonary manifolds at the Emissary, up to 20 during Rite of the Nine. Starting on July 8th, players will be awarded 1 additional Nonary Engram each day just for signing in. Just be sure to claim it from the Emissary. With the Edge of Fate around the corner, we're excited to close out Rite of the Nine with a bang. See you out there, Guardians. Speaking of the Edge of Fate, another week, another bunch of videos about the creators that visited us at Bungie HQ at the end of May and got to play the Edge of Fate before it's released. Be mindful if you want to dig into our next expansion without knowing a single bit of what's going on, as even if they don't spoil any story content, they share a lot about new systems, weapons, and more, which is what I am interested in. For starters, Dado has been answering some burning questions. We will always take tough inquiries and we will be there to answer them, but may we suggest buying a spotlight to soften the ambience a bit, looking scary. We are joking, we love you.
Hello everyone and welcome back to some...
Oh my god, that's pretty funny. Then Mr. Waffle Waffles. We wrote it right this time, Milo. Shared his interview with Allison Lurs, narrative director, and Robbie Stevens, assistant game director. They talked a lot about the many secrets and stories unfolding with the new expansion and somehow managed to not spoil a single thing. Amazing. Yeah, go check these guys out. These guys are pretty good. And Milo's new to the community as well. I'm technically new on YouTube, but I've been around. I asked Bungie 20 questions. The answers were not what I expected. Yep, no red subclass, by the way. Spoiler. Now a video about build crafting, how to work those stats, directly from London. Benny goes over how much new stats builds may change your playstyle with a focus on PvP. I mean, the thumbnail sums it up right there. Walla has some footage of a very cool hand cannon coming soon that may remind you of an old, unforgettable friend. He also used it to duel with none other than Benny. What a clash of titans. Well, a clash of Strand Hunter and a Solar Warlock. Nice, nice. Your boy Rakak is here with a video about the top 5 changes coming with the Edge of Fate. Excuse me. Probably a good way to just have a high level understanding what's going on to change while leaving some surprises left for when you jump into the new content. Bounties, 2 gear experts, and a shooting range. As with many of our yearly expansions, bounties will be receiving an update alongside the Edge of Fate. Many bounties, such as destination bounties, will continue to exist in their current form as a way for players to get some XP while exploring the EDZ, Dreaming City, or other areas. Others, such as Armored Synthesis bounties on Ada 1, will receive a small update to help players earn progress across more activities in the portal. To help players avoid loss of XP, Glimmer, or other rewards, we're providing a quick list of bounties that will be removed with Destiny 2 Update 9001. We recommend redeeming all bounties before July 15th. So the ones that are staying, the EDZ, the Cosmodrome, Destination bounties should have said, EDZ, Cosmodrome, Nessus, Dreaming City, Moon, Europa, Throne World, Neomuna, Eternity, which is Xur and Starhorse. Clan bounties, Armored Synthesis bounties. Try saying that 10 times fast. These are changing a bit. Read the section below. Yeah. Leaving. Trials of Osiris, Gunsmith, and Episodic Vendors, Failsafe, and Apothecary. Ido. Yep. So, bounty prepping is not my biggest thing. I've done it a couple times, but I think you can enjoy the game much more if you just don't do it. I mean, I think it's mostly for the people that are going to be hardcore and day 1 raids and everything, so I wouldn't worry about it too much. Gear experts with new duties. Ada 1, one of our greatest fashion vendors, is getting new duties when the Edge of Fate launches. Don't worry, she will keep bounties available so players can earn the necessary materials to unlock armor customization currencies, but they have been simplified, removing activity-specific requirements and introducing flexible activity-agnostic objectives for optional pathways and progression modifiers. With one exception, raid and dungeon bounties will remain as they are now. Ada 1 will also provide a way for players to focus exotic armors at the launch of Edge of Fate, as we announced last week. Players will be given an amount of currency to focus armor pieces with a specific stat package as they embark on their new journey into the Year of Prophecy. Note, players must play Destiny 2 before July 15th to receive these currencies. Okay, that's a big requirement. Hop in today to start getting ready for launch. If only they had a good event like Into the Light that would get people in before the launch. That's kind of the iffy part. It is a good thing that they're giving this, giving an option here, I guess, for returning people to get some exotics that they might already own up into the new system with a certain package that they want. And you have 20 of these. Did I read that? No. Well, yeah, you'll have 20 tokens basically to get these, so. Our Forgetful Gunsmith Banshee 44 will also receive an update so we can help Guardians round out their collections with legacy gear. If there are any legacy weapons you've been looking for to complete your arsenal, you are a new player in need of some initial gear, or you are simply looking for a handful of weapons to start with the Edge of Fate with desirable perk rolls, Banshee will offer legacy weapons for purchase. All these will cost a small amount of enhancement cores and Glimmer. Pretty good. Shooting Rage available day 1, and that's pretty much it for that. I don't really need to read that. That's a good thing. They were going to release it 3 weeks out, and I don't know why, but now it's coming day 1, which is going to be great. I might try and do some build videos in the Shooting Range just to showcase how powerful they are, I guess. I don't know. We'll see. Iron Banner and the Edge of Fate. When the Edge of Fate launches on July 15th, IV will be on hiatus for a time. After centuries of non-stop work, Saladin will be taking a well-deserved break and will return with his PvP game mode to the Tower in September when the Ash of Iron update arrives. Yeah, so that's going to be interesting. Heavy Metal is going to be coming back as an event in the future. July 29 Trials will have new weapons and armor. They have a new playlist coming on week 1 of Edge of Fate called Cutting Edge. Cutting Edge allows only featured seasonal weapons, armor, and exotics to be used against your opponents. This will provide a fun space not only to focus on newer gear, but to focus up the meta in some ways. We're excited to see which weapons rise to the top and what builds players come up with outside the tried and true exotic pairings that we see commonly today. Ooh, that's a lot of words. That's going to be interesting, because there hasn't really been a mode that's only been like, hey, you can only use new stuff. And it could really shake up PvP in a big way. So, if they continue to do that, that kind of interests me a little bit, to be honest. Because at least you're not fighting against people that have been playing the same thing for like 10 years. So we'll have to wait and see. Gambit in the Edge of Fate for anybody who is interested or cares. Gambit has always been a PvEVP game mode with a loyal fan base and a lot of, let's say, funny anecdotes from an eccentric Uncle Drifter. As the Edge of Fate approaches, we want to share you that Gambit will also have a hiatus. Players will still be able to play the activity and earn legacy rewards for transmog purposes. And it'll be under the Worlds tab still. Yeah, Gambit is still a bit of a dying mode. People really only do it for bounties and stuff. I don't know why. Like they have an interesting thing at the end here. This is not the end of Gambit though. Besides continuing to support the mode for legacy rewards and triumphs, we have plans to bring the spotlight back to Gambit in the future. Hopefully not a Gambit focus season. With updated rewards and mechanics that players haven't seen since the days of Prime. The fact that they brought that up is huge, but we'll have to wait and see on that one. Bounty for Good starts tomorrow. Join us on Friday, June the 13th at 9 AM PT in the Crucible and on the Budgie Foundation Twitch channel for some PvP pandemonium and your first crack at earning the new bounty emblem. Faster than light. Every match win-lose are Shaq's approved spectacle, supports our Pride Month partners at It Gets Better who strive to uplift, empower, and connect LGBTQIA+ youth around the globe. Think you can outplay the Bungie Foundation team? Prove it. Want to help lead us to victory? Let's go. The winning side takes home bragging rights and faster than light. Grab your favorite loadout? Grab your favorite loadout. Spell mistake. We'll see you in the Crucible. Bungie Day 2025 is just around the corner. Our annual campaign launches on 7/7/2025. And with it comes our second annual 7th column Chaos PvP tournament. Blah 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 blah. You get the gist of that. A lot of known issues here. You guys can pause and read through over on YouTube or take a minute to read that. There's a lot of TWABs with these, unfortunately. But as we move forward, hopefully they knock each one of these out. Because some of them, this one especially, really affected me. And this one. The third of this is Sundered Doctrine problems. And it really shows that, like, they need to get their QA up back to where it was. Yada yada. Alright. Artist of the Week. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Good video there if you want to look at some killer combos of PvP. Fashion. A Titan Warlock. Never be the true Titans. And that's the end. And this TWID is done. Each week we will shed more light on all the changes coming with the Edge of Fate, and we will monitor your feedback. Only a few more weeks until you can test all of it on your own. Set foot on Kepler and experience the start of our next saga for yourself. What a summer this will be. Oh my god. They always have something at the end there. So yeah, I just want to go into this a tiny bit. This TWID wasn't too informative or great, but hopefully now, in continuing the trend, there will be more exciting information coming out, because we're a little dead in the water right now as far as Edge of Fate excitement is. A lot of people are just mixed. I think some people are excited. Let me know in the comments below. But I'm going to end this YouTube video here. Thank you guys for watching. As always, like, comment, and sub. Have a good day, and peace out.